Okay. Hello. Hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So, just a heads up, I am extremely tired today. I've not slept much the past few days. So, it is possible that it might be a shorter than usual stream. I'm just going to play by ear, see how I am. But yeah. So, as it stands at the moment, it is going to probably just be Captain of Industry all week. Though, today, a new patch was released for Planet Crafter that Gareth pointed out to me on Discord yesterday. So, I might take a look at it this week or next week. It's just a question of whether we start a fresh save or continue an existing one, because what's been added is endgame content where it lets you travel to another planet or to one of two moons and terraform them and get even more stuff. We'll see. I don't know whether it's it'd be interesting enough to dedicate a couple of streams to it or not. But for now, Captain of Industry. I'm hoping today we get some trains. We are very, very, very close. Like, it's in the research queue, ready. And it will just be setting up the making of the rails and then understanding the train mechanics. So, yeah. We'll see. Right. So, but there's a few things we've got to sort out before we get to that. So, first of all, we've got to get our concrete slabs up and running. Also, food seems to be having a bit of a barney, but I think the quick way to fix that is to do that. And there we go. Voila! Fixed. One fire out for now. That'll rapidly start catching up. Right. So, we've got our steel, we've got our iron, we've got our constructions, 1, 2, some 3s. Not many, mind you. Let's have a see how much I'm reserving for use. So we've also got these to start getting upgraded. It's that one, the inner one, yep. So that will make it go along faster. So it will feed these more consistently. Water is holding up reasonably well at the moment. We had a bunch of spare cement from various tasks that we'd completed. Oh, and also need to get oil up and running. The rig itself, this thing. I don't have enough workers though. Now I do have enough workers. There you go, problem solved. See how much that messes up our food situation though. Unity, okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. What I'm going to do is we're going to... This is all construction 3s required, isn't it? All right, let's get the trains researched out the way now. Extends multiple train length and the internal capacity of touch. Train depot, multiple extensions can be... I don't know. Honestly, I don't... The trains aren't something that I'm actually have any proper familiarity with at the moment. But we want this because we also want the recycling going, because that's going to help out a little bit anyway. So I'm going to slow this down because we do need to kind of decide how the rail network is going to happen. Because at the moment, I don't have a desperate need for rail. So it's about giving us a use case. And I had said originally I was going to do this, but is it really needed? Like by the time it's set up and ready, the only other reason I would have it is just to bring fuel over. But then that seems a bit overkill. And I'm not opposed to overkill, I'll be honest. But it could it could cause a game-ending condition type overkill, which I am opposed to. Also, we are going to need to expand our population some more. Right. What is the issue then? Is it just because we're using them as soon as we produce them? We'll start putting more stuff down. Good. Hey, concrete slabs actually. That is our major problem at the moment. It's quite a serious problem actually. It's up Molo. I'm just going to call you Molo. Hi, Molo. So, yeah, we kind of need this up and running. So, in that case, for now, I'm going to toggle that. So, we're operating purely off slag for this. I am going to throw an upgrade because I do want to make sure I've got more being held. Rock's fine. I don't care. We can always dig up more rock. So, up that to 8. That's 8. Slag. Yeah, I like slag. It can be very hot. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want Twitch to have a problem with my language. Then that's going to be the main row just to get it started. We got thunder. Okay. This should be fine. Tell you what, let's get some of that anyway. Because then it can just go straight off into here, speed things up a little bit. I mean, so we could look at borrowing, pay 7 each year. I'll tell you what, we're gonna risk this. Because that's going to basically fix our issue for the time being. And then just hopefully I don't regret that down the line. I mean, I know I could do that, but I don't trust that I will consistently have enough spare at any given moment to realistically run such a risk. So, yeah, that's fine. Oh, health is -1. We've got mild flu. Oh, no. With it population limit where we're now getting the tough ones, or the tougher ones. Anyway, air pollution and water pollution is the big killers here. Once I borrowed 50 oil, forgot about it. After a few hours, had 500,000 oil debt. Bloody hell, that's insane. One thing I sometimes forget is to set it as a priority. So it's like, hopefully it's the first thing that's being dealt with. You know, doesn't always work, but really? Oh, someone's already took it. Okay, fine. Fine. So I'm thinking it does kind of make logical sense that if we are going to utilise trains, for now, we use it as a way to move fuel about up to here. I'm not so fussed about moving oil in the opposite direction because we're going to be putting a cargo port here once our slag port is finished off. If it ever gets finished off, that is. Might have to go send the ship, which we haven't actually named this playthrough yet. It's unusual. Normally, it has been named by now. I have to think of a name. So if we the space, yeah, no, I think that's fine. That works. Whoops, a daisy. Cool. Where's our terraformers? But if you ignore your trucks to repay debt, you can ignore it. Yeah, but it does lock you off of something. Like you're not. If you ever need to use it in the future, it does mean that you have to pay it back eventually. Like you can ignore it if you decide, you know what, I don't care about it no more. We're never gonna borrow anything, so it doesn't matter. Then yes, you're right. It can be ignored. But I'm like a Lannister. I always repay my debts. Might not be always on time, but they always get repaid. But unlike a Lannister, it doesn't come at the end of a sword, though. Or an axe. Or while you're sitting on the toilet, even. At the tip of an arrow. Solves your debt issue simply demolishing training dock. Debitors hate this one trick. I don't know. We'll see if the developers clock onto that and they might decide to make it no longer possible. Yeah, actually, I didn't realise. I should have frozen them. Too late now, but I don't need to be wasting resources on building these at the moment. What's up, freak? Just don't bang your sis. I don't know. What if I want to go and visit Alabama? I want to fit in, don't I? So yeah, it's literally we're just waiting on that before I want to advance onto anything else. What's our maintenance actually? Max maintenance 365, so we're good. Worth looking at potentially upgrading these finally. Like we've been living off assembly ones forever now. So maybe speed it up. We'll do this one first. Do high. What would be the equivalent place in the UK? It varies from where in the UK you are. So basically every county always points at a town in their county and go, that's the Alabama of the area. So there's no like county as in state, but there are towns people like to try and take the mick out and pretend everyone's inbred. How to get rich in Soho. Step 1, increase your debt limit by borrowing wood and repaying it quickly. Do it several times and then borrow large amounts of something expensive. Delete. Trading dock, profit. Yeah. I mean, cheesing it to get your thing high, trade reputation high. Me and JD worked that out like immediately and started exploiting it straight away. I've got a suspicion I need to do something about electronics next. So, concerning electronics, so at the moment we've got them over here, and we're making 24, but it's requiring logistics of the trucks because they're not connected to anything. So I'm going to move them to here where the copper's being processed. So we only need to be moving the rubber about, and then obviously the final electronics. Not enough workers. What? What? That means our research is going to get paused. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Yes, and then because rubber is getting made here, but we need to actually move rubber production to where we're doing the oil. So at some point, it'll be rubber will just be going to there, and then electronics going to there. And I'm okay with doing it just with trucks for the moment. Slough? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with Slough, strangely. You got to have the most British accent you've ever heard. Love it. I don't know. As a Brit, I don't know whether that's a compliment or an insult. But I do like your name, Intelligent Nonsense. Not enough workers. Again, right, you don't need to keep telling me. There's a big red thing. In fact, I'm going to hide you. How's my Brummie? I'd have to have someone around me who's Brummie. If someone's around me who's Brummie... Right, so I'm a Midlander. Obviously, I'm not... Which means I'm actually geographically close to Birmingham. Anyway. But I'm still far enough away. I'm not a Brummie. Different county. But if I'm ever around... Because I've got effectively a neutral accent. But if I'm ever around someone from Birmingham... My Brummie accent comes on very, very strong. Just, I don't even intend it. And it's like quite a few people I know have the same thing. Whoopsie. And thank you for the follow. Right, anyway, let's... I've got blending mode on. I do have blending mode on. Excellent. Do I want them kissing, maybe? I think if I have that there... And I have that there... That's going to become rubber import. That's going to become electronics, but we will pull, not push. We'll do flat conveyor. If I'm honest, I think we can do this better. So if I have it like so. Okay, thank you. Trains! I like the fact that this does this automatically now. Right, nice and simple. No need to overcomplicate it. So that's 24. I mean, it looks like we're not really 4, 16. I mean, yeah, actually, I might want a third one. Can we get one? Above. See, that is so good. Such an improvement. There we go. So, okay, 3, which means that's 9 rubber when under full load. So this still produces way more than enough. It's okay. You don't have to panic too much. For some reason, changing language, or I assume that's UI scale, does nothing. Really? I mean, have you restarted it? I'd have to restart it to see whether it is broken my end. So I'm not, you know, I'm not going to do that. We need more workers. We need more people. We need more homes, actually, because we're out of homes. You think you have to restart the game? Yes, you do indeed. I'm sure I pressed the upgrade on this. Did I go to it and decide not to? That was silly. Okay, so this is good. It's all connected. It's all running. We'll get a second one up and running, which means that that's more or less perfectly ratioed. Yeah. One thing I want is trees, though, because we're going to be using up all our wood soon. But until I've got these houses built, there's no point doing this at the moment. I mean, nothing's really crashing. It's just that we just lack some materials. Like that. That's literally it. I mean, these two alone should be producing enough for all 4. So we should be getting excess. Like, plenty of excess. Are you finished, by the way? Let's just grab the rest. Head home. Drop off. How is our... this one? How are we looking? 5,000. Oh, so that's nearly out. So once that's out, yeah, things get interesting. Right, so you got 3, but we're good. I think I can pull one of the coals off. So coal drop. We'll throw you over the terrace. Speed that little bit up. Wait, there's one thing. If you increase UI tables import container import side, it shouldn't. If you're experiencing a bug, make sure you jump onto either the Discord, or there is actually a link that goes to their bug tracker. Just put as much info. It will get fixed. If there's an issue, it will get fixed, and if it's a straightforward fix, it'll be fixed relatively quickly. Mathite games are pretty darn good at that. Right. So at the moment, it's full. I want to blow something up. Tell you what, go here. So we're currently going with a huge amount of crude oil, and we're going to see if we can go explode some pirates. I'm sure that'll be perfectly safe. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Not enough workers. I know. I thought I already hid that. What's up, Joshua? How's it going? More workers will get that up and running. I'm going to go with this up and running. And then, yeah, that's on 6. To be fair, it's only 40 away. What did I set this one to? 3. Okay, cool. I think I might have to expand my power at some point. In fact, I don't think I'm far away from needing to toggle these on once we've got more people about. All right, how are we looking here? Yeah, I mean we're actually hitting a bit of rock, to be fair. That's going to slow it down a little bit. If we narrow scope, so we're just doing this for the moment. I just want enough of this done so I can drop cargo here and then pipe up the crude oil. So we just got an automated way. Speaking of, I should actually repair one. That would be a bloody good idea. Thinking about it. You love this game, as do I. I'm not wearing a t-shirt today, but I do have a Captain of Industry t-shirt that the dev sent me a couple of years back, because I love this game that much. As soon as your house is upgraded, don't forget to pick up some more slaves from the next town over. Yes, we acquire some new citizens. We're in battle. I missed the old screen, but this is clean. There we go. We won. We didn't even take that much damage either. New radar system. Look at that. It's heading back as well. And we've got some iron scrap, some copper scrap, some rubber and copper. Nice. It's still copper ingots to me. I have too much Factorio in my system. To be fair, I could unload the crew off the ship and I've suddenly then got enough workers. That's both labs now. No, it's just one lab still. So for the curious minded, when we're in a situation like this, I deliberately set my research lab and my assembler attached to lower priority. So these are the first things that go offline because they are, to me, the least critical thing. Thank you for the follow. I don't want to add more vehicles at the moment. I think we're in a nice balance currently. Yeah, I think we're just going to hold off. That's about to come in place. All right, let's go over to the slaves market. I mean the refugee market. Hi, how we doing? We good? Yep, cool. New peoples. Okay, we have new peoples. And first of all, we're going to pause this. Done loading damaged. Loading cargo to damaged ship. Speak the words in the correct order. Usually a good thing. At the moment, we're on auto repair. That's fine. I'm leaving it as auto repair. Need to. I mean, see, this is the bit where you have to worry. Anyone who's played this enough knows that this is where you have to start worrying. Everything's running smoothly. There's no fires, no alarm bells. It's the game trying to lull you into a false sense of security before it throws something at you. I think we all know it at this point. And I'm pretty certain the next thing is going to be diesel. So once we've got this up and running, I'm going to disable these. I don't think I'm going to remove them at the moment. I think I'll just set them off. So should I wish to utilize them for something, I think upgrade these into the 3s and then this is where I do the rail. No, that's probably a bad idea. I want to be doing the rails over here where I'm already right next to the steel. Yeah, words are hard. It's absolutely true. Can't seem to get basic factory going, so I commend you on your doings. So, Joshua, I have to ask, you say you can't get a basic factory going. What's the sticking point for you? Like, what's tripping you up? Perhaps we can help Joshua just get over this little hurdle so he can enjoy the game better. Always get nervous when I have a couple of alerts. See, when I've got a couple of alerts, I'm fine. When I've got loads of alerts, I'm fine. When I've got no alerts, I'm suspicious. Next death spiral is always fuel or maintenance, or in my case, food. But we already fixed that one for today with a click of a button. Setting the mining stuff up. Do you have ore sorting switched on or off? This is a flavour thing, which way you prefer. Oh no, we're out of workers again. That's fine. That's not a problem. Because we are going to be doing that. Now we've got those two made, even though they're still going to get fueled up by vehicles for the moment with the rubber anyway. But we've got to start. No, I mean like scooping up copper or iron. But like this bit, just getting deep enough into it where you're getting up the ground fast enough. It's possible that you're just going too quickly. Because that is a trap that a lot of people do fall into in this game. Because you want to get to the next thing as quick as possible. You want to get to the next cool thing, But pace yourself. Learn each stage. And if you end up losing, that's fine. Start again. There's nothing wrong with failing on this game. Like the very original release of this that was only available to select content creators like myself and JD and Cringer and so on, and the Kickstarters. Trust me, it was $1,000. We had to learn through fire. Like there was no tutorial or nothing. We had to just figure it out. There was also no population stopping when you run out of houses. It just kept going and going and going. Like we were so glad when they changed that. I do have a Discord, yes. All this work. No, my stream deck still... It was working at the beginning of the stream and it stopped working. Someone types up !Discord, that would be the link. Or just the BigWolfChris.net/Discord. I'm sure that's my forwarding link for it, but there you go. Thank you. But yeah, it's saying that as Intelligent Nonsense says, yeah, put your ore processing building near your mine. That, especially early game, that is absolutely the best way to do. So we can see with my iron, I have my processing here, which then belts it all the way over. So in the beginning, you might not have this long belt. You might just have an ore sorter, and then a blast furnace and a two casting for iron. Yeah, and then I've got also set up near my copper, which again means as little travel time as I can get away with is, it's the idea. The big one on this map anyway, the big one is coal. And to be fair, quite a few of the maps, the coal is... That's the one where most of your travel has to go. Because you don't really you can't set up much next to the coal because it's kind of a little pointless. Why is my UI different? In what sense different? My scaling's different because I'm on a much bigger monitor. It's nearly done. No, it's not actually. I need to get to here. So this lot needs to be done. Then I can put the cargo depot down. Don't know, it just seems different. Update 3 completely revamped the UI. So if you've not yet played update 3, that's your reason. It's vastly improved. And even better, we have pie charts now. Like, that's update 3. Done. Pie chart. Ship it. We still want rolling averages. When I was saying about... someone actually mentioned the proper term for it. It's basically we want rolling averages. So it makes it a lot easier to know what your consumption production over a period of time is. Right, so we're getting less and less... Well, sorry, fewer and fewer. Let's use proper grammar. Red bars. So things are now starting to keep up, which is always a good thing. I'm just going to Unity build that. And then that means we're definitely going to be keeping up on the electronics. Rubber's fine. Crude, right, so this is going to be this one, because this is the one that's currently being used. It is this one. So now we know. So that's the next ticking clock. Is to get this done. Also, don't be afraid to start over. I made 3 or 4 attempts before we really got into the swing of things. Yes, absolutely, 100%. If you think, oh damn, I can't see a way out of there, start again. Learn from it. Do I want to do that one? Not yet. That's fine, that's fine. That's all fine. What's our... Water reserve is fine. Our reserve is fine. Even though I'm not really using the reserve no more. This one should be fine as well. I think it's time to knock these down. We don't need them now. That'll give us some workers back. So this is producing 24. I also saying that I want to get rid of sand. We're not going to use sand on this run through. We're not really going to use gravel. So this is basically the recipe we're going to be using going forward on this particular playthrough. Like, I don't see it as being necessary to overcomplicate it. I will pause that back though. Also means I'm going to get rid of that. Absolutely unnecessary having that. So stone is just getting turned into gravel and then being passed along to be combined with cement and manufactured sand from the slag, which does mean I do actually have that notified. Good. Maybe I'm going to notify it at 50 though, not 25. I want a bit more of a heads up. So our excess rock is being thrown here. Our excess slag is still being thrown here. We're digging nice and deep into the coal. I think we're going to start ramping this down, actually. Yes, I completely forgot. Still got this. Let's get rid of that. Start ramping down the iron more. I think I shall. Might have to bring terraformers over just to speed it up a little though. Because to get this bit, I would probably need to start here. If we... I'm going the wrong bloody way. Thought that looked off. So if I do that initially, because then that way we're going to be splitting the mileage between getting a new ramp going and still taking up some of the higher end, higher level stuff as well. Sand is too valuable to use in concrete unless you really need to clear a sand deposit for some reason. Yeah, I agree. Especially since at the moment, this is our only real sand nearby. I don't know if the other beaches are... Yeah, they're not massively deep beaches on this island. I know as we go into the ocean, we can push out and recover some on the slopes out here, but it's not going to be a huge amount. So, no, we can crush quartz into sand. Or at least we could. I don't know if we still can. You know what would have been really cool? If we could still Unity build pumps. I'd connect that and then have a train just go over. Just Unity build the whole thing. But we can't do it no more. Thanks, JD. Yeah, sand deposit goes a long way into the ocean. What, this one? Yeah, because until we put rock over this, we don't see it, do we? Can't you double crush rock into sand, rock, gravel, sand? Can you do gravel to sand? I don't think you could. No. It's only you dig it up or it's quartz crust. You do artificial sand with slag, but that's it. Hi, Gullen Dick. You can go gravel to manufactured sand. Really? So you can. Yeah, I forgot about that. Of course you can. But yeah, you need manufactured sand, but then that's only useful for this. Whereas, you know, normal sand is useful for all of that. So yeah. How am I? Very tired, but you know, that's nothing unusual for me on a Tuesday, let's be honest at this point. Limestone. Can we get a second truck? Because we're actually now struggling to keep up. If this is not full of the white stuff, then we're not keeping up with it. Oh, we've got an alert. Oh no, it's that one. Yes, we already know that one. Ship didn't automatically come back. Okay. I was expecting it to, and it didn't. Go and fight some more pirates then. Let's go and make them explode. Right, so we have rails. That's what I need to do. I've got enough. Have it here somewhere. Where should I have it? This is the question. It has to be an assembly 3. Because it can't be made in any of the others. So it requires concrete slabs and steel. I don't know, something feels off with this. How are we getting 3s being made when I'm holding them back? I know exactly how that's happening. That's cheeky. The trucks are grabbing them and moving them over. I hadn't actually restricted them on that particular building. Whoops. Anyway. Manufactured sand doesn't work for copper smelting, glass, or silicon. Manufactured sand is preferable for concrete, but almost nothing else. Indeedy so. It's also a good way to get rid of slag. Location explored. We've found another damaged cargo ship, and we got some more stuff. Hooray! As the sailors like to say on the ship for some reason. I think this is going to be temporarily being placed here, just because I can't think of where I want to put it for the moment. One thing I like about this game is that the devs really did the homework on how real-world industries works. Oh, yes. Have you ever been in the Captain of Industry Discord? Some of the conversations that happen where they're discussing about how like certain processes work and how to potentially translate that into game. Yeah, it's... like, there's definitely passion behind it. So at the moment, just let the trucks. Actually, no. I want a big one. Right, so that at least saves the moving of the steel around. So the only thing that needs to be moved is concrete slabs, though we can put it through here. There we go, problem solved. So trucks don't even have to do a darn thing with that. Isn't that beautiful? And then if I want to double it up, I can just put one on this side. But I will have to flatten some of this hill first. Right. Do I want to go to a Mark II food market? No. Biomass. So that's recycling. Done. I've got to get rid of all these pits. Devs, there needs to be a way to automatically just... you know, I shouldn't have to click on them. Just let me hover over them. Like, honestly. Like, especially with this. Like, because having all these pips to go, oh, you got something new here. Yeah, it does bug me slightly. So I kind of have to go clicking on them. So, you know, Mathy Games, Marek, if you're listening. Or Surf if you're around. Just make my life easier. Oh, what's going on with the copper? Copper's dropping. Copper. That's why. We ain't got enough throughput happening. I think we actually potentially comfortable. If I throw this on, I would say we actually are comfortable to expand our fleet. So if we go to 6, but hopefully by the time we get round to that, I'll go and go to the refugee market if needed. There we go, we've got 6. Did they change the Mark II food market to hold twice as much food? Or has it always been like that? No, it's always been like that. You've always been able to do 2 things, and then if you want... well, they altered it to... no, let me upgrade one. It's maxed out 400. We upgrade... Is it upgraded? Yeah. No, it's still 400. Yeah, so this is... It's always been like this. So this hasn't changed at all. Do I want to start doing bread? Is it worth actually throwing down another potato farm, thinking about it? Because we're in a population where the consumption of the potatoes... Demand is 13. Average is... Yeah. I don't have enough population, though. That's the downside. Oh, no, not that one. That one. So we need more population to grow food to feed more people. I put the transformer down, haven't I? I'm just making sure I'm not missing any services. And put rail, so I just got a rough idea. Just remember a Reddit post or something arguing Mark 1 food market is better, then we should stick with that. Yes. Because yes. So basically, the reason is because at the time, it's more of a cost thing. Yeah. So Food Market 2 cost 40, Construction 2. So 1 cost 25. And the only difference is, realistically, right, is how many items of different foods that you can put in. Yeah. But so you can double the amount of food storage, but then you also double the amount of workers. So the cost weight ratio that you're looking at is the initial upfront cost, which is why a lot of people just stick to Food Market 1s, because 2 of them is 50 Construction 1s versus 40 Construction 2s. Which is the equivalent of 40 Construction 1s plus electronics. So... But then there's also a case of a lot of people tend to, because of the way the import is, so you've only got 1 flat import, 1 solid import. So most people would just have 1 food item for each building. So you don't mix and match. So people wouldn't necessarily do this, which is the way to do it, because you have your vegetables go in the flat, your potatoes go in the solid. But so this is one way to do it, but a lot of people would do it this way. So you only just use 1 port anyway. So a lot of it is based on your style. I know in update 2, I did it basically this way, because just the layout that I had the settlement. So how I've got my office at the moment, where it's surrounded on the sides by settlement buildings. So I did that where the food was just on the inside. So I had limited space. So for me, this was the best way to do it. And then I just matched up the foods to efficiently utilize the ports. And then basically had storage, standard storage and loose storage out here for delivery. And then just belt it the rest of the way. But it's a lot of it is your playing style. Personally, I think the difference is so minimal. Just go with the one that you enjoy the look of the most. Like, if you have a look, personally, I prefer the style of this. The aesthetic matches. So that's the way I tend to go. Don't know whether to do biomass at the moment. Is where would I... Wow. Oh, I just won. Right, tell you what. I'm going to get rid of this one. Always put another one down in the future, should I want to. So I can burn it, should I wish. And if we have a look, pollution-wise, it works out better. Just to straight up burn the biomass instead of the trash. But we can also, and this is kind of what I'm looking at for the most part. So if I put it in a mixer, we can just turn it straight into compost, and then we just dump that compost. You know, and if we really, really, really want to, we can use it for fertilizer. Or, you know, combine gravel and compost into dirt. You know, this will probably be the main thing, maybe. I don't know. To be honest, when it comes to fertilizer, have they done any balancing on this? Is organic fertilizer even worth doing? That's the question. Because always seemed to me that it was never worth the effort. What's up, Vosk? How's it going? These numbers, I'm sure, have been altered since I last looked. I am enjoying Update 3. Are you enjoying Update 3? So our standards, currently our soil fertility is at 75%. Obviously, I would ideally like it 100. I am thinking we might kick it over and turn it in to fertilizer. Just get a little bit of a boost. It's not going to be much. Why have we not got enough workers now? What have I just built that's going to have killed my workforce? Actually, not sure. That shouldn't have taken. Must have been that. I thought probably must have said 5 instead, and I thought it said 6. Okay. It looks like the fertilizer numbers are the same. Okay, then I'm just remembering wrong. Does it just not just take the one that is supplied and the best one gives more output? Yeah, I think it prioritizes the higher tier ones. I'm just thinking because it would give a slight, if we have it on this, it would give a slight boost, like a very slight boost to potato output. We're gonna keep research dead for the time being, so it means we're gonna actually just straight up pause these, save ourselves some unity, save ourselves some power. Copper's crashed. We got distracted again. Oh, that's what it was. Because I was doing that. That's what knocked it under. Okay, that's fair. I forgot I was making that. Right, let's refine it. I don't need to go out that way. If I do that, we bring our terraformers over it as well. Just speed things along. Distractions of this game? What distractions? Never. There's no squirrels in this game. What are you talking about? Yeah, the copper is digging up dirt. Yeah, you're right. That was the problem. I put this out too far. At the moment, it just needs to get back to a level where it's pulling up more copper. Where the problem was originally... I don't know. Right, Vosk. Since I know you're a moderator over there, has it been suggested? Do you know if where it's saying what control tower, that this is actually throws the name of that control tower if it's been named instead? Because that would be very handy. Now they've got that there, where I can go that and go, oh, I know, because I've got two control towers, 2 each. Well, actually 2 and 3. I can look over here and go, oh, it's that one. I need more cakes. We all need more cakes. Everyone needs more cakes. 100%. All the cakes. We're going to need more dumping areas for the dirt, because that's it. That's the last of the dirt. Oh, right. Where do I want to put the next one? Because obviously I need to keep this exposed so I can dig up all the trash at some point. That's a bloody good question. Where do I want to put all this freaking dirt? I don't want to throw it in the ocean. I might just have to put it up to the side here for the time being. Well, it's not ideal, but you know, the game is full of temporary solutions. Do not think to mention, but yeah, if you click on it, so if I do that, it will take me to it. So I know that's Terra because I know the order. But then if I didn't remember the order, I have to click on it, which means it takes me off of that, the selection of that excavator or that truck or pickup or whatever. Whereas here, even if I hover over it, this pop-up actually says the name of it. Or if I hover on this, it says the name of it. You know, it's one of those little things that would make quite a big difference for certain styles of play. So, small convenience, yeah, I would suggest it's a bug. I mean, I would say it's a bug. It's more of it's an overlooked feature. Or one they've not considered. Right, let me make sure my dirt is covering that. Because we need that. Dirty dirt. That's good. So I checked because it wasn't covering it all. Oh, it is. Right, so copper's slowly recovering. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. What is going on with that? Is it a case of, because I've upgraded them, I'm just now using too many? I think it's a demand issue. It is a demand issue. Because I'm actually now requesting 36 but only producing 24. So that's a major demand issue. So I need to... I've got the manpower. So what I need to do is actually toggle that on then. Yeah, I'm going to need to switch another one of these on. Is there a reason I've got 4? Yes, because it's the upgrade on that. That's why. So actually, it would make more sense that I upgrade this instead. Instead of switching new ones on. I will still need to do that, however. And I will actually throw that in just so we are balancing it all up. And now that means we should be getting excess now. So 24, 36, 48. It's only 3 extra workforce as well. Maintenance-wise, it's a doubling of the maintenance, it's a doubling of the power. But the upgrade has saved us 1 whole person, which is huge. A whole person. What's up, Ben? Have I killed my Gorns? No. I'm not bothering. It's ridiculous. I need 172 so they can... Yeah, no. I've got more important things to do in my time. Or more fun things to do. Less than an hour, about 40 minutes. Yeah, but it's mindless. That's the thing. And plus, you still got to do the evolving enemies. So we're talking about a different game, by the way, chat. That I know Ben from. You also got to do the evolving enemies as well. And that is something like, because of the level I can hit at, I think it's like something like 300 that I have to destroy. The question is why the heck they don't do they do this to us, because they want to sell us stuff next month. That's why. And it ain't gonna happen. Blah, 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 blah. Right, so hopefully that's catching up. We haven't missed any of these, which is good. What random... I swear I have ticked this on like twice already. Does it automatically tick off for some reason? Or am I just going nuts though? Which is quite possible in fairness, I mean. Very possible. Right, let's just clear that out. Right, so trains. Keep putting it off, but I want to do this. I've said that I want to do this tonight. Right, train tracks. So build tracks. Oh, hang on, more fires. Running low on rock. So we need Dwayne to step up a gear then. Hi Wes, thank you for the lurk. That should kind of maybe fix itself. We're not actually digging up that much rock at the moment. So it might not. Copper is caught up. Okay, let's move the terrors back to where they were. That's just digging up slag for the most part. Trains, do not get distracted. Can I have a train ticket, sir? What's up, Taurus? Yes, trains, distractions. Oh, right. Yes, this is what we've got here to try and... Right, so... We've got to kind of plan this out, because even when it's in planning mode, it will block pickups from going places. Because even ghosts have physical form in this game. So we definitely need to make sure we're planning this proper. Got a bit of a hilly terrain, which I love. Anyone who's seen me play Train Fever and Transport Fever knows how much I love trains. Need to do that meme, Mr. Crab meme, where it says, no, I like money. Just put my face on it where it says, I like trains instead. That's what we need to do. Because that's me in games. I mean, I like money as well, but I think I like trains a little bit more. So I said initially we're setting it up as a fuel route, as it were. So we're going to basically we're bringing it over to here. Right, so how does this work? Bear in mind, I've not actually played with this, so I didn't get a chance to play with this during the testing. I just unfortunately I just didn't have the time. So fortunately, I've got this bit here. So if I toggle, I can actually get to the pipe I want. Thank you. Toggle that. There we go. So we're basically be unloading it. He says ghosts have no physical form in real life. Have I met one? I mean, I don't know. Perhaps I have and I didn't realise. Perhaps they just blend in so well with people with their physical form. I had no idea that I was interacting with a ghost. Who knows? Didn't identify themselves as a ghost. They didn't carry a ghost card. They weren't looking over their shoulder wondering if the Ghostbusters about to kick the door in or not. So kind of need your glass set up before you can do much with trains anyway. Need vehicle parts too. Now I'm good for the moment. You know, that's a bit of a... With the glass here, I have not even unlocked glass yet. I haven't even unlocked vehicle parts 2 yet. Oh, actually, I have. I actually unlocked separately. Oh, okay. Okay, didn't realise that. I didn't notice that. I didn't pay any attention to that bit. I looked at this bit, and it's right beneath it, but somehow my brain just didn't pay a single darn bit of attention to it. But still, I kind of need to get this sort of... Well, I want to understand it. Oh, can I go over the pipe? Ooh. Oof. Got Victorio loops. Nice. Do we want it going over the pipe or do we want the pipe going over it? Nah, let's have it going over the pipe for now. It's all temporary, so it's fine. Bury the pipe. In time. We're making sure we've got functional pipes before we do that. They put glass a lot earlier than it used to be easy enough to get now. Yes, I did remember seeing that in the patch notes, actually. In Draw Fortress, ghosts can definitely interact with real world. Can even possess people and rip their chest by flying out. That's fair. Yes, it is all temporary, Grundek. Everything I do is all temporary. I'm not going to lie. I don't like how unsymmetrical this looks. Anyone else bothered by that? No? Tough. I am. There we go. That's better symmetry. God, it feels like I'm playing Transport Fever. Right, we need this thing. So vehicles can still go and travel and do things. I don't like this. Why does it not line up? I don't like this. This is wrong. Maffy, you need to decrease or increase these by 1 tile. Come on. You were waiting for that. But you know me too well. Yes, it is literally unplayable. Like, how dare we? Oh, actually, can we get a bit more fancy with these? That's the crossing itself. Also, what else is wrong with this? There's something else wrong with this. My British sensibilities are very offended. They're driving on the wrong side of the bloody road. It's the wrong side. Also, don't like that. It's like loads of arrows. Has invalid connection. Really? What? You are on the wrong side. No, you are. Can you flip it? You can! Yes! Yes, that's amazing. That is amazing. Right, there you go. I'm happy now. There you go. That is now correct. Matthew, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. That's they're driving on the right side in both senses of the word. Nope, nope, nope. I'm British. Drive on the left because your steering wheel in your car is on the right side of the car. That's how it works. That's the law. It all comes down from trains, and we were the kings of trains, so I will be taking no further questions, Your Honour. So, Raymond, there's no wrong side, just subjective way. I see the diplomat just entered the chat. Thought it came from carriages. Look, I know it was something to do with the railways. At least that's my memory of it. But to be fair, it was probably to do with horse-drawn carriages because they come first. Are the road arrows still wrong on the crossing? Nope, they're correct. Left side, right. Going up the left. Going up the left. Yeah, perfectly correct. Absolutely 100%. Oh, actually, not that. Actually, so the biggest question would be, do they actually honour it, or do they just go all over, don't actually care which direction? Like, that's honestly, yeah, they don't care. It doesn't matter, does it? I'll come back and fix it later is the biggest lie I tell myself. Yeah, kind of, because for me, I don't come back and fix it. I just build a new one and then demolish the old one. Like that's how I do it. To be fair, in this country, roads are on the right-hand side, but all trains, including subway, are left-handed. Yeah, and I think that is because of us Brits. Because there are quite a few, I think there's quite a few countries where rails, it's left, because it was like British influence setting up the rails originally. But then when they started doing automotive transport and roads, they followed the American way of doing it. Interesting that most of the world disagrees with Britain about the correct side of the road to drive on. Look, most of the world disagree with America about what units to measure things in. So no one can be right all the time. No, they don't care. Yeah, but no, we need to see if anyone goes the wrong way, because I've got a feeling they don't actually really. They're not going to care that much. It's not marked down as a road, just somewhere that they can travel over. Most of the world disagrees with America. Yes, I think even America disagrees with America. That's how you know America's like wrong. So there's no signals. I mean, at the moment, it's just going to be one train going back and forth. So I'm not going to spend too much time setting up double tracks yet. But we're going to want more crossings. Have it here. Thank you. Press that loads of times. Doo-doo. So far they're entering the crossing correctly but shortcutting out the other side. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just basically like this. Like, there's no pass going where if you enter it this side, you have to leave that side. It's just the direction they're approaching it versus the direction they're heading after they're leaving. Even though the way that goes, it kind of suggests that... See, that just cut the corner. But then other times when we've seen it, they are exiting kind of roughly on the same side. But they are cutting, they're cutting this corner. No, that actually reminds me of a lot of drivers here in England. But they turn and then they will cut this corner anyway. So actually that's quite realistic. So yeah, I don't see many problems with that. That's perfectly fine. You do need room for the engine to pull past the loading terminal. Okay. Well, we'll see. We will learn. So is it like that? Is it roll in, roll out? Or will it flip? We shall find out. Hang on, why is that? Reconnect. So that's complaining about a bad connection. Test. Yeah, we're always testing. And if it don't work, oh well. It's a learning experience. Right, unload. That's why it was moaning. And then it unloads diesel. Request train if any module's empty. At the moment, just one train limit because I'm just gonna, you know, do that. So is that, I'm guessing then it's reading off of each other. You would hope it's reading off of each other. Right. Request on empty sounds wrong on an unloading. I mean, to be fair, you don't even want it requesting on empty. So basically, it's when it's unloading, you don't even, you want it just to keep going. To be honest, because then the train that's at the station also acts as a buffer. And if it's all wrong, then oh well, it's all wrong. Like I said, it's learning. It's figuring things out. Right, so I've got to get it down to here next. And obviously this will be loading. You see, slowly going through. Saying that I do want to upgrade this. And also that. There we go. Actually, if we do the rail bit first. Ah, he's a collision with the fuel station. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think these guys need to go because, you know, they are well and truly stuck. Right, so we're missing stuff. Oh, hang on. What's happened with the construction concrete slabs? What's going on? What's going on? Apparently, we don't have enough rock. So, in that case, we're going to help this out by flattening this area a little bit. Level terrain to there. And then we've got that. There we go. I'm going to temporarily, I'm going to throw that off. Okay, so slag's still got somewhere to go. It's going to start pulling up dirt first, obviously, because it's going to go that. But then it will start hitting the rock. Means we might actually fail something. Has no resources to extract. It is empty. It is empty. No, don't import. Seriously. Imports only come into here. Right, tree harvester has no trees, so we need to give him trees. To be fair, I think I might keep this luscious patch of trees here for a while longer. We shall grab them and then start yanking all them up here as well. Okay, so a big issue is actually we don't have gravel being stored. 24. So under when it's fully going, everything's going. Yeah, I wish we could flip inputs and outputs when I copy that over. I mean, I get why we can't. It's a bit of a shame, but... gravel. And no, I don't need to be notified, thank you. That's sulfur mine, quartz, broken ship. Let's pop out here. Do we think we're golden to have a couple more excavators? You know what? I think we are. So I think exactly is what we're going to do. Fail to collect payment for loan. I mean, I was expecting that, in fairness. So that's completely understandable. But there we go. We're getting some rock here. So an excavator has popped out. So I'm going to send that over to... Oh, actually not quite popped out. Be popping out soon though. Throw an upgrade on this. I mean, I've got the resources. But you know what? No, we're gonna leave that until we need many more workers. And see all the rocks now coming in. She's all beautiful, all beautiful. So that will now pick up the gravel. Start getting this rail done. Obviously, we're going to need a depot. That requires 8 people, lots of steel, lots of freaking construction part 3s. And allows of buildings. How many trucks do we have in the game? This is our number. We've got 73 pickups, 14 excavators, 2 tree harvesters. We need to actually get a planter at some point and then start making a farm. So we're in no dire rush for that, to be honest. That is a lot larger than I was expecting. Yeah, that's bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, it's one off. It's one off. It's a train building. What do you expect? It needs to be bigger than vehicle construction. I don't know. It just makes me, to be fair, kind of makes me think of Satisfactory, where you get these buildings of like nay size, then you move to trains and they go from nay size to nay size. Like just a sudden increase of the volume. Okay, new radar system 2, and we killed somebody as well. Don't like that we can't bring these notifications up when we're in the world map. Oh, we actually killed 2 peoples. Nice. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Just gravel. We're groveling for the gravel. Oh, yeah, that's a point. We got distracted. I forgot to do this. So I need a mixer. Normal mixer. This one. With water. No, I've got it wrong side. Right, tell you what. It would make sense since I'm turning it into fertilizers right here. I'll tell you what. So actually, if I do throw it into that, throw dirt in, because dirt is definitely something we're having in abundance. One thing I do wish is that we could, I mean, we can loop it around. Then we go, oh yeah, of course we're going to loop it around. But we would actually want that as being priority. Am I blocking this route? I am actually blocking this. Let's pull that a little closer to the settlement. There we go. That's better. You can still get through there. Why not set recipe fertilizer? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thinking alike. Oh, no. They're very busy. Probably moving all that stuff to the train station building. And then very, very high. Do 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 do. Oh no, we don't have enough. Do 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 do. This is like taking me back to my early days of Factorio, where it's like let me just find random where I could just stick them and be done with it. Like, train building stole all the equipment. It did. Good job I like trains. Or I might be a bit mad about that. Do do do. So the only real downside is that the biomass that I've already pulled out, the truck's not going to be able to throw into there. Realistically, is it? But there we go. We've got some fertilizer. Hang on. Whoa, hang on. What's going on here? Low supply of water. So basically the trucks are being a bit all over the place. Let's add 4 more. Ship was fully repaired. To be fair, the big thing is that we're in kind of a phase of big expansion. All these major consumption going on. Which means a lot of movements happening with the trucks. For now, we're just having it for the potatoes because honestly, I don't see us producing enough to push it beyond that. Not for some time. Right, there's got to be more to it as to why I'm suddenly extremely busy. Like, it can't just be this, right? Steam locomotive. Diesel locomotive. Train depot 30. Oh. Ooh. Full. Don't tell me. Rock. Oh, darn it. Okay. Hang on. No, that's not it. I mean, he's not helping, but that's not the main cause, I would think. So I will do. We pan out. Let's do that. So I've moved the terrors over to digging up the dirt for the moment. Like I said, this is now, you know, being a little bit of a ball ache. Run out of vehicle parts. For gears and gears. Because basically, it's not being delivered because of this. That's the problem. So are we still playing catch up? No, I mean, the rail that I've built is, you know, done, ready. That's now also now blocked for the rock. But saying I'm not seeing much, they're not really getting picked up and threat over. So I've got 38. Well, I mean, apparently I even have an idle vehicle, so. Yeah, not entirely sure what's exactly causing that. I mean, we're going to get moaned at full output now because of the dirt. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. When it comes to the terrace, we're going to drop that down to 1 pickup per excavator. Because at least that will slow down how fast this is digging stuff up. And then there's additional assistance, as it were. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, isn't it strange? They alter a few things and suddenly it's something different that you're struggling with. Whereas before, I used to never really have problems with concrete slabs. But now I'm just absolutely struggling to keep them up. It's water. Right, okay. I think then what we're going to do, the best way of handling this, first of all, we're going to bring some in. Let me pause it for a moment. Small ramp. Actually, no. I'm not even going to do a ramp. We're just going to have it high. It's going above everything. I'm a bit sad that I can't have them go straight over that. Right. Well, water problem solved. There we go. I imagine I'm at a point where I need to upgrade that pipeline. What I might do, because this is all we're not really utilizing this now. So if I so anything being grabbed is going to come out of that. I'm going to rotate. Actually, I'm just going to allow that to go. I mean, you're already using, what, 24? Right, so it's catching up now. So I want that gone, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this round up to here, and then get rid of this one. Because then that way we are utilizing our harvesters. All right, Vosk. Okay, good night. Thank you for coming in. Also, detour. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, it's your travel time going around the tracks. To be fair, it probably is something like that. I can actually, I don't need that then. If I can connect that in. Okay, cool. I mean, you're not needing an upgrade, so it's all right on pipe ones. Oh, low on diesel. Why is that? What's going on here? We just had a bit of a hiccup on the crude oil, apparently. Yes, because we're actually still utilizing old pipes. That would probably not be very helpful. And food's now an issue again. So we actually have only been operating at half diesel production anyway. That was an input issue, which should now be fixed. So that's now empty. That it is. You lost an oil mine. Yes. So that's no longer necessary. Save truck travel. And oh, okay. Why did I have that? That's confusing. Not sure why I had that. I got that the wrong way around. Whoops daisy. Yeah, that's problematic. All right, this is done. This is ready. So at the very least, we can get this up and running, which is that. Just remembering where everything is. Yep. Fluid. Unpause. 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 What are we missing? Concrete blocks. All right, let's use the power wood again for that. Oh, we're getting very low on Unity. And then storage. So fluid storage. See, this. I'm not gonna lie, this bugs me. I just not quite. Not quite. We also got some rewards. I'll take that. That's also probably not helping, to be honest, because we're now using trucks to move this crude oil over where we wasn't before. So that, if we can get these 4 trucks made, might help things out a bit. Low food supply. Right, so what... Because obviously we've got our labs off. So what can we do without building more farms? Is there anything we can do? Or are we like a little bit out of luck? That's interesting. So apparently I am producing enough fertilizer to potentially run 2 of the farms. I'm not going to complain on that one. Food consumption, yeah, I don't have the Unity. I'd have to sacrifice something else. Since I've actually got research off, I can sacrifice that, to be honest. So there we go. Forgot that was a new thing. So they're doing a good job, but we're filling up on the dirt. Still negative Unity. It needed it to kick on a new month to see that one had been taken off. Right. Before doing anything, let me get this in play. I'm thinking I might move these, actually. So if I put this here. I'm going to put that there, but actually I'd rather have a 1. It's just me doing things that I don't need to do. Not enough workers. Okay. Did the cargo really up that by that much? Must have. Is there anything that I can do? No, I basically I've got to do that and then bring some more people in. So the big thing is going to be food, maybe. All right, priority in. That's crude. Trucks keep full, so we can allow an import. No exporting. No exporting. Quickly grab some more peoples. It's all breaking. It's not. Nah, it's okay. Been in way worse. Okay. Then I want you to connect to here. Fortunately, I don't think I've got the Unity to fully build that. So, right, we're going to get a slight interruption in diesel production. Let's toggle that round. So crude, no import, no export. So any that's on the map will get imported into here. And that will get priority, just so we can empty out what we've got on the map. And then the rest will just get covered off by this. Sup, so Welshie, how's it going? And then we're going to have a big ass pipe. Going to there. Just so we don't have to use trucks to fill up the cargo ship. So there we go. Get in there, get in there. Right, so diesel back up and running. Just made that as a priority, just to empty out. Let's see, that is priority. Okay, awesome. Low rock, low diesel. That's fine. That's dirt. Yes, of course it's dirt. As long as it's not impacting coal and copper, we will just live with it. And to be fair, I don't think there's going to be much more that needs to be shifted. much. I would have liked it if it had done this area already. So there's a bit more, but to be fair, this is the big part. Once that's done, that would take no time at all. I don't need to be told. That's done. So now I do want an alert on this though. Yeah, it's only 5%. Crude oil. Do better posting some photos in Discord building. Oh. Things, new things. Let's have a look. Oh, and you're on Dragon Tail as well. I like how you've done your shipyard, Suelshi. It's very neat. I like how you've done your trains as well. That's so you are clearly much further along with me because you're bringing in ores from much further afield. But that looks cool, mate. Right, so how are we looking here? Do we think we might need to extend this? Yeah, quite possibly. If I do that, that's fine. Yeah, first coal and iron is gone. Ooh, see, we're now digging a ramp down onto the first iron and the first copper. Just get a bit underneath it. We're not digging down on the coal just yet, even though I think we might have enough in reserve where I could potentially start doing it now. Because it's not that deep under the surface, so we might be able to. So I'll do what I did with the iron, where we split the effort. We got like that. So I need this to hurry up because we need to bring the terraforming crews over. See, like I said, it's going through the big bit now. You took the top off and dug down. No, that's fair. Do I want to have an additional rock storage? I mean, we've got plenty of gravel here, so we're not hurting for it at the moment. It looks like concrete slabs are finally catching up. Oh, and that's no longer red. It's now stable again. I just noticed that. That's amazing. So how it all changes, just ease off the logistics network just a little bit, has really helped. I'm thinking I might demolish this actually. Maybe. Not sure. This is all going it's all going nicely at the moment. It's back to being nice. I need to get suspicious again. One tip, you'll need gravel by the ton once you start on trains. Yes, I have already noticed this one. Hence why we are diverting some of the stone crushing into gravel. So we do have some on hand. Right, so let's have a look at the train then. So steam locomotive or diesel locomotive. Is coal, because they've done a lot of changes and balancing around coal, because obviously in the earlier updates of the game you could always find yourself where you're absolutely struggling with coal because of how much it's used. Is that still an issue, or have they made it a little easier, therefore I could get away with a steam locomotive for a little bit. I mean, first of all, I need glass. Oh, I need a 2. I need a 2. Or maybe a 3. No, it has to be a 3. Ah. Fine. Can't get away with not using maintenance. How much is this producing? Oh, it's perfect ratio as well. Coal has been a struggle for you as well. Okay, well, in that case, I will stick with... I'll use diesel train. At some point, I need to do this bit properly. So we're not using trucks as much. Struggling to reach a destination. You shouldn't even be trying to get there. For starters. Because you should be dropping the coal into here. So why have you not been dropping the coal? Because I've done the wrong bloody one again. Whoopsie daisy. Oil proc. Coal. Diesel is better if you're pulling it on flat anyway and it produces less pollution. Okay. Coal train's better on hilly tracks, diesel better in flat. Well, I'm kind of trying to keep it as flat as possible. So yeah, I will stick to diesel. Thank you guys. Appreciate the tips. Might need to do a second one of these soon. Could I get away with lowering the production of this? Like, I mean, ideally, I need to double it just to keep up with this. Once on land is done, like we're not far off of this, surely. No. We've used up all the reserves in there. So to upgrade it is 200 construction 2s. But then I do not have either the Unity or the manpower to operate an upgraded rig. That's the downside. By the time I get full endgame, your map is mostly flat. That's what I try to do, but you know me, I get distracted way too easily. Are we done with it? No, we're not even halfway through this bit yet, are we? Darn it. Okay, that's fine. Shall I speed it up? Maybe. Oh, I don't even have the labs running. The labs are switched off. This is just edicts. Oh. I mean, this will start helping out with our food and coal. Because we won't be using coal for sulfur no more, which means we will be dumping, you know, less stuff into the water. So what order do we think we should do? Let's get the glass making in. get to copper refinement 2. Water recovery is going to be a useful one. Large generator. Then this and that. And if we just get now the rest added in. So large vehicles. So we've got to go round, got to search for more to find this. We haven't found it yet. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one is where we go. Right, so if we can get another farm on, I can take this off, which will help me recover my Unity and let me switch the labs back on. I mean, to be fair, we can switch the labs back on. No, actually, not quite. We just quite don't have enough workers. So, food first, then. So your question comes down to, do we want to keep to potatoes or should we start doing bread? Bread gives more unity. So I think that kind of answers the question for me. And then what we're going to do is get food, irrigated farm. If we have it over here, because then basically that's just feeding concrete settlement and farms. If we keep that to here, and do that side. So wheat. Refresh. Get it started. So we're currently producing 96 water. So if everything is hypothetically going, so that's 24. So that makes 52.8. I'm going to say we want its own, we're going to want another pump. Shipping battle! Action stations, action stations. And it has to be delivered. We're not allowed to Unity build water pumps. Thanks, JD. Shipping battle. Oh, still going. It's a tough fight, guys, this one. We've taken one out, and we're taking the other one out. We took a lot of damage. What did we get? We didn't get what we were looking for. But we did get some random goodies. But he's got to come back and repair. Right, so I'm going to have that. Come around here. Ship named Abolish the Monarchy again. Actually, we haven't given it a name yet. Should we use our normal name? I think we shall. Once it's back. Terra has not. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's all done. No, it's not. It's got more. It's got more to do. Come on, guys. No slacking. No. I want to understand like the full proper turning ratios. Whoops, a daisy. Wrong button. Right, so can we actually copy? We can actually copy it. All right, that makes things a little bit easier for me. There we go. Wait, why is it gone up? I'm gonna guess it's gone up because it's clipping that corner. That is exactly what it is. No, not dump. Mine. Got some slow corners. Yeah, that's fine. Shouldn't be long till that goes, hopefully. Coal reserves is low. Oh no. Because of this. Because of this. So it turns out we were only just making enough. So if I pull... Actually, change them around or move some. Let's have a look. Right, I think copper can get away with dropping back down to 2. Because that is massively caught up now. Just need to get rid of these little bits here. Using F and J to limit your turn radius and track slope helps manage your speed penalty. F and J. Okay. Oh, I see. Aha. Oh, I see. Then J's your slopes then. Like your maximum incline. Interesting. And R&T allows this weird... Okay, right. Good to know. I don't mind it being, like, slow for the time being as we're learning it. And to be fair, it's such short distance. Location explored. We've discovered another settlement. We've got another cargo ship technology. I mean, we've already found that twice already, so that's the 3rd time. What goodies we getting? Oh, this is where we get our unlimited supply of cargo ships. And then we can get some bauxite, some copper, some iron, some limestone. Nice. Ah, why is it still lifted? I don't want it lifted. It's better. Right, so Cole is still needing a bit of a boost, so we're going to send the Terror crew over. Right, just to massively help out with that. Right, and just saying that. Right, so His Majesty's ship abolish the monarchy. There you go. Now has been properly named and christened again. Right, I'm going to explore it up there. Like the irony, as do I. Right, so we also want a crossing. So I would say there. Doo-doo-doo. We kind of want another crossing here, to be honest. I'm just looking at how the routes that the trucks tend to be taken. Just so I can kind of utilise the pathing correctly. Oh no! Let's get the wood out. All the blue pills, thank you. So this is still... they've all started on there, that's why. No, that's totally fair. Speed things up. We're going to give you the extra trucks back. And I'm going to knock this up to 100 total. So, needs glass. So, that's our glass. We're not going to necessarily be making that glass at the moment. In time, we shall. Could not store all wheat after harvest. Oh, because I haven't finished doing... Oh, I got distracted again. Let's pause it a second. Sup, light, sip. On mining towers. I mean, I'll probably know it, but go for it. Just realised I have about 1,000 hours in this game. I know many things. Let's see if you know something I do not. Is today going to be a day I learn something new? I like those days. I like learning. I say here and here. Never mind. No, go for it. If you got a tip you think I might know. You never know. Someone in chat might not know it. So it's still always good. Might be something that someone hasn't considered, and then you mention it, and they go, "Oh, that's a damn." So no, please do. What's up, trolls? Choo choo. Oh, I know, right? Oh no, they're sold out. I'm generally an idiot. Allow me to be your justification for sharing tips. There you go. We've got trolls. No, but it's also I see. The thing is, right? This suplight's come in. It hasn't just dropped it. He's asked, and I like that because too many people do come in and just assume. But I like the fact that this person is asked. It's very thoughtful. And I know that a lot of content creators, especially once they've been playing it for as long as much as I have, are like, oh no, you don't. No, still. I'm not going to make out I know everything. There's still going to be something that perhaps I hadn't considered. Perhaps I didn't realise. Perhaps I misunderstood. Or we've got trolls in chat who's a complete total moron who has no idea. So you tell him anything, he'll go, "Wow, I didn't know." The excavators will always do tiles closest to the tower. So if you wanted to focus on coal, you need to exclude the dirt again. See, I was aware of that, but that is still a top tip. Because it's definitely a tip to for people who aren't aware. But you are absolutely 100% correct. Everything it operates as the crow flies as much as it can. That Hail Hydrate is never going to not make me laugh. I know it was a great idea. But another way is also to go into here and set mining priority, because sometimes they will look at skipping and move into places where that mining priority can be. So at the moment, because I'm wanting to dig down, which means I've got to go through the dirt, I've got to go through a bit of rock, I just have to accept that I'm going to have just a bit of a drop in my coal mining rate for the moment. This is why we've moved over our backup crew, just to speed this phase of the excavation up. And then once this phase has been done, we'll pull our backup crew, the terraformation crew, back somewhere else, depending on what's needed at the time. Finish getting these rails done. To be fair, this took me a lot longer than I thought it might. But then that's that done. Once that's built, we have something, and then we can see how it actually works. Right, so new train. I said we're going to do diesel. New line. Add stop. So obviously the first stop. I hope he doesn't check pathing at this point, because you know that'd be very disappointing if it does. Right, okay. That was a cheap, so if I'm really worried about too much of a drop, I'll just build a secondary tower and put an excavator to the prep work. Yeah, that is another way. Because there's only, what, 20 construction ones, right? Add a station to this group, and when enabled, only trains with low fuel are allowed here. Add filters. Can we like change the name so I know which one's which? Ship fully repaired. Train station. Diesel loading. Oh, we're definitely in Factorio now. Oh, I need to do this. We're growing all this wheat, but we're not doing anything with it. Actually, this will be settlement diesel. Because, you know, it's right next to the settlement, and we're unloading diesel. See, some logic to it. Right. So how do I bring up my trains list then? Actually, I suppose we should actually do this. And also do that. Let's build up our Unity a little bit. Feed production mill. For the wheat, so he's using 16. Yeah, we're not producing that much, so we're fine. We're fine. Actually, if I move that down, if I do that, just move this one across. Actually, if we do a direct hookup, because I don't need the water. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Fine, we'll do that. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Okay. Then for the animal feed, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to just burn it. We're producing so little. Actually, we're producing so little, I will allow trucks to... I mean, I'm hoping that trucks can throw that over. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'll just allow the trucks to pull it out. Food. Bacon units. All right, so this is where we're going to need some bloody water. Well, not bloody water. Clear water will actually be much better, I'd imagine. You know, one would think clear water is much preferable to bloody water. I might be wrong, though. I'm not going to make out I'm some sort of water expert. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to actually flip that. Put that there. Pretty sure water pipe should go over. I need a pipe 1 though. Yes, it does. Excellent. Right, so they're extremely busy again. Ooh, I'm gonna guess it's to do with that. Maybe. Do not store all wheat after harvest. No, that's fine. No, you can. Look, it's all getting stored. It's all getting milled down into flour, and it's all going to go into the bakery. And it's going to somehow turn into bread with no extra ingredients. And then it's going to come into here, and then from here, it's going to get carried out to here. Question is, do I... Yeah, I'll put it here. All right. Oh my god, I've got so many vegetables now. Can we actually break the vegetables down? Thinking about it. Oh, actually, I could retire one of these farms now. How's the coal still struggling? Oh, because it's blocked. That's why. So everything's going to start dropping now. Yeah. I mean, actually, we might be okay. It's literally just this dirt that's going to be causing the struggle. No food supply. No, that's fine. People can starve. We haven't got on cake yet, so. So one thing I'm debating is you get a stacker and just empty it out. The problem is it still feels like a waste. But the question is, where would we put said stacker? I'm kind of right. Let me pause this a second. So what I'm considering, if I remember which menu the stacker is under. It's under one of these. There. Right. What I'm debating is to stick it up here. And then just drop it down. Or here. And then just basically belt the dirt up this ramp now to there and then drop it. Now I could do the same the other side. It's not really needed the other side, to be honest, but yeah, I mean it's literally just a coal. But the thing is, it's so limited in scope, so limited in use. I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm really not convinced. Like for me, it's useful for dumping into deep pits. It's useful for dumping into oceans. But we're not doing anything where we really need to be doing that. Like the reason why I'm not throwing this into the ocean at the moment is because I know we need it in the future, right? And I'd rather do this, where I'm dumping rock in and then putting soil over the top. It looks better. Also, I mean, more farmland, which is the big thing. I like doing it that way. But yeah, I'm really, I think we're just going to allow this to slide for the moment. Because it is nearly done, this. So it's going to be mostly now hitting on more coal and rock now. So the dumping of the dirt should catch up. Very big word, that. Should. Nope. Just gonna kill that for the moment. I can see a loop happening here. So I'm gonna kill that. I'm not using a stacker once ever. I feel I don't have enough control with it. I agree. I've only used it once. And that was... because there was a weird way I could do a loop involving sand. Which allowed me to keep on top of me moving sand around. While still having a location I could dig it from. And the thing is, it was being dropped off like a cliff of like, say about this height. Well, actually, maybe a bit higher. So it was a long drop. And it did allow us to make a massive mountain of sand that I could then dig in as and when I needed it. That, to me, yeah. But the problem is, there's nowhere really high enough in where we currently have access to that would justify me doing that approach. So I think we are stuck with just leaving it for the trucks for the moment. This first, Twitch is showing me the 1080 source, but refuses to let me use it. Every time I select it, it kicks to 720. I think there's been a problem. There's been a problem with the thingy transcoding. I actually remember what it's called today. Fortunately, I don't have a computer powerful enough to do transcoding on my end and send it out. So I have to hope that Twitch is nice. I don't like having to rebuild them every time I need to move where they dump. I use them a few times when filling the ocean. Yeah, so I agree. And I know JD is a big proponent of having them on rails. And now we actually have rails, right? Devs combine the two. Like, actually, could you imagine? You set up a rail. I don't know. We got somewhere relatively straight. Not really. But I don't know. Just pretend that this is high and straight. You've got a rail going along it back and forth here, and you've got a train stacker, a carriage stacker, right? And it'll go collect. I don't know, whatever it is you want to dump from all the way over here. Bring it over, and then once it hits a certain point, the stacker starts to unload as it's going across that along that rail. Like, to me, that would be amazing. Just need larger wagons. Yeah, we just need. Right, so for those who have been following this game since the very beginning, right, there's one thing that got removed that I'm very disappointed of, and it would have solved everything, right? To be fair, I do like the way that they've solved like the infinite resource issue, but so originally there was going to be wormhole technology at the end of the tech tree. So in the Kickstarter phase and the original alpha phase, I don't know if it was still in on the beta phase or that's when they got removed as something now we're looking at working towards. Well, basically at the end of the tech tree, where asteroids mining is now, there was wormhole technology, and the idea was we're going to have stargates. You remember that? Yeah. Can you imagine? You ever see, right, anyway, right, hands up if you've seen Stargate SG-1. It's like my favourite sci-fi franchise, Stargate. Right. So there's so this is where the thinking should have went. Right. There was an episode where you meet an advanced race of people called the Ashen, right? Very boring, emotionalist people. Turns out they're not nice people, okay? And there's one point where you're on a harvester and it picks up the Stargate, turns it on its side and starts dumping like all this grain into the Stargate off to their home world or whatever, right? That's what we want. That's what we need. We've got all this dirt and rock we can't get rid of. Cool. Just try that harvester, turn the Stargate on its side. I don't know. Dial off to I don't know, a space gate or something. Just dump it in. Done. Fine. That uranium, radioactive, killing all the wildlife. No, just throw it through the Stargate. That should have been the end game. And then it's case of just order stuff. Like, you got contracts right now. Yeah, you just dial up the Stargate. Hi, yeah, can I have 500 construction floors, please? Boom, done. Just appears out of nowhere. Like the manufactured sand now, don't use sand at all until glass. I mean, to be fair, that's the recommended way to do it. Because sand is quite a precious resource. And a much more limited one than rock. Which you, and which you can like break down, the rock and slag, which you can break down into manufactured sand. So, but yeah, we need coal. Right, how do I bring up? Do I have to do? Right, I have to do this. Diesel locomotive. Diesel loading. Okay, cool. It actually remembers everything. Brilliant. No. Unload diesel. Can I load nothing? See, it doesn't really matter because it's going to matter what's there. Diesel to settlement. Although this is just to learn. And then I want a tanker wagon. How many tankers do we realistically want? 2? Should we keep it nice and simple? So we can move 240 diesel at a time, which, to be fair, is what the equivalent of how many trucks? How many can a pickup move? Pickup can move like 20, right? So that's a significant improvement. So yeah, let's just do that. Oh, we don't quite have enough. Seen them all. Just finished Stargate Atlantis the other week. Oh no, personally, I found Atlantis to be quite weak on a lot of episodes. I'd still liked it, but I don't know. I don't think anything really beats SG1. The first 8 seasons. Yellow trucks are 60. Okay. Well, we're still on blue pickups, so. I don't know, man. I'm always worried that I'm going to run out of places to get rock. I know, right? Like, you look here, and yeah, there's not much rock around, is there? You know, I mean, just look at this mountain. There's like barely any rock up here. This mountain here, like barely any rock as well. You know, I mean, that's gold. This mountain, so we know there's not much rock there. Can we collapse that down and make him full? Because that'd just be funny. Should we look at actually upgrading to better trucks? I think that might be a thing to start considering. I don't know. I still can't understand this completely, but at a guess, it is rock and dirt. The movement of rock and dirt is my big problem. This is just playing catch up. So once this is caught up, it's fine. But this is continuous. And I think that's what's leading it. But I suspect it's really starting to catch up proper now. Because look, that's down to 40%, 48%. But I am thinking it might be worth. I need more people. I need more. I need bigger settlement. Bloody hell! Just thinking. We need more. We need more. We need more. Actually need a whole brand new one. That's our first expansion since right at the beginning. New train. We've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, faster. Oh, I don't know. It's not. I'm missing the huge TARDIS pockets of Factorio and like the instant 30 seconds done. You got everything. Crude oil resource is getting low. That's going to present our next challenge because we need to replace that. So at the moment, our setup I mean, strangely, we're not actually using a huge amount of diesel. Surprisingly. Actually, my next question is, where will they refuel? Let's have a look in the buildings. Oh, look. There's a button I should have paid attention to before. Empty module. Fluid. Let's just load, deload. Yeah. Refueling steam. Refueling. Okay. Fluids. Ah, so there's two. So this is where I need to pay more attention. Train depot contains a train which can't find a path. Is a part of the rail not made? Apparently, that's correct. And there we go. It's fair. Right. So there's a fuel module and a station module. So we're using a fuel module here. I don't know. They missed the trick where they could have just done both. No, wrong button. I'm pressing every wrong button I can press. Alright, so load diesel. And just checking, I did do the correct one on the other one. I did do the correct one on the other one. Right. So is this something that we do separate? Don't forget there's a second oil patch to the right to the refinery. You're talking about... I've already done this one. It's empty. And then we've got the third one all the way over here. I think there's 5 in total. Is there 5 or 4 in total on this island? We've got 2 in the starting area. We've got a third there. 4. 5. 6, actually. Food is getting low. Crude, yes, and we're aware of that one. Fucking go away. I need to know when it's run out. 7? Okay. Train! Going backwards. Loading. It's interrupts reducing. Extend tracks to prevent this from happening in the future. Train! I love that the train actually has priority on the crossing. I very much approve of that one. Right, so literally we lose half the speed on our current bends. You know what? That's fine. But the problem is... Right, so we need... 1 per wagon then. I'm sure I read somewhere that in the patch notes that actually that's not required. Like, they're not being that finicky with it. Perhaps I misunderstood it. Set my fuel stations up on my drop-off. Okay. Diesel loading. Go away. You can extend the track so it drives a bit forwards and unloads. Okay. Let's do that. Right, it's coming back or is it stuck there? It's stuck here. Is there a way to, like, change where it's going? Like, skip to next station on schedule. Yes, please. Like I said, if we have to dig it all up and redo it, then, you know, that's what we've got to do. It's about learning. Right, train station. Diesel. Diesel. Unload. Unload. Right, there's a train. There's a train. Choo-choo. But yeah, I can see where it being meant that I should avoid having turns this sharp. Nope. Nope. Not interested. Okay. Needs more room? Have I set it up wrong? Okay, so it actually needs 3. I don't know. I find that to be a bit bizarre. If only you can bank the turn so you can take them faster. Oh, like a Formula 1 track at Sandvort. And is it the old Monza or the old Imola that's got the banking? Yeah, I'm not liking this. There's got to be a better way of doing that. Well, any of the oval tracks here in the USA. Yeah, but that's NASCAR. Yeah. Indy 500s this weekend, is it? To be fair, outside of Formula 1, I don't pay a whole bunch of attention. Ah, we've run out. We've taken the mick a little bit too much with that. So I'm curious whether that will work. Fluid Nation module. Train 1 cannot reach destination. Why? I'm guessing, yeah, obviously because it hasn't finished bloody building. That might be why, Chris. Think for just a split second. Like, I don't like that. It has to pop out like that. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm not a fan of that way. Curious why we've got a connector there, though. There you go. Now it's gone. Probably because I had 2 tiers. It's usually the same weekend as Monaco. Yeah, Monaco. We'll see how that goes. Perhaps because I hate driving around it in any of the sim games. I'm not really a fan of it in real life. To be fair, if the weather's terrible, Monaco can be quite exciting. But otherwise, nah, it's... Is there a way to follow this? There is a way to follow it. There you go. So, unfortunately, this doesn't flip round. Which is a little bit of a shame, but... Because that's what happens. It just bounces off and goes, oh, actually, we can't do this. So, question is there potentially a way so if it comes off, there isn't going to be a way, is there? Maybe push pull train. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I might have to do. Refuel. Something like that. Did you set the station to drop off? Yes. To unload. And it is set as unload on the thingy-majigs. What do you say? Were when I checked them. Yeah, unload. Unload. Oh, missing station build because it's not connected. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm not a fan how it has to overhang because of that. Right, is there... So this empty one... I don't know. I think they need to make this wider. It's invalid. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. I don't need to do push pull. It works like that, apparently. Yeah, they definitely kept that. So any modules empty, go and order a train, basically. And then it will throw it into there. So the only downside is now... right, so I need to swap that. I don't need this really, do I? Thinking about it. This is my storage. Got 240. It's more than that. So if I set that to cannot import, then over time it will just run dry. But we'll keep it feeding off the station. Yeah, that works. That's fine. So it's just now having it refuel, and now it's just going to sit there waiting for orders because it doesn't need it. It doesn't need anything. It's just going to sit there, do nothing. If I connect that there, will that fuel the train? No valid goal. Enable you to move to a specific spot. Don't you drive there for a minute? Right, if I do this, let's get up that to a pipe 2. Right, so head there. Will that automatically refuel because it's connecting to... It does! Oh, brilliant! There we go. And there we go. We've got some trains running. Some trains. We've got one train running. And then, you know, I've got everything on the left-hand side, you know, the proper way to drive. Which we will absolutely keep contended to. I now have extra food. Oh, my days. Look how much food I have. Right, so I think we can increase our food. No, not that one. Not that one. That one. Which will allow us to get our lab back up and running. We've just got exactly enough to get one of the labs up and running. We'll start getting some research going once again. I am going to say donate computer electronics to get chicken. Oh, that's chicken carcasses. I like my chicken, don't get me wrong, but that feels a bit, you know, like I'm getting stinged a bit, a little bit. Here's a laptop worth thousands of pounds. Here's a chicken that's worth a £5. How many chicken breasts does a laptop get me? That's what I want to know. So 300 laptops gives us 1,500 chicken carcasses. So what's that? 5. That's 5 chickens per laptop. I don't know. I don't feel like that's a good trade, if I'm honest. Like, I like my chicken, but yeah, hard parts. I know, right? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Like if you had 500 chicken carcasses, or maybe 100 chicken, I might be persuaded to go as low as 100. Then you'd have me thinking about it at the very least. You would eventually eat 1,500 chickens, but would you use 300 laptops? Yes, if I wanted to come up with some weird version of grifting a crypto farm. No idea who I'd sell it to in this post-apocalyptic world, but the problem is I'm not eating 1,500 chickens before they've gone off. Those laptops would last a while. Sup, Mojo? Laptop tariffs are brutal. They are, absolutely. Bloody pirates. Speaking of, I'm gonna go blow pirate up just because I think that's a bad deal. HMS abolish the monarchy. He's on his way out to go and abolish some pirates out in the open seas. Food doesn't go off in this game, does it? No, but if we're talking real life, what's going on? I need an alert for this because I keep missing that we are absolutely getting boned on this. Notify if below 50%. What's the missing ingredient? Manufactured sand, apparently. I mean, that's fair because I actually need to be making 12 when I'm only making 8. So perhaps that might be playing a part into it. So let's open up another one. This laptop runs my lights. This laptop is for social media. This laptop watches YouTube. This laptop is just an additional monitor. This laptop is for the stuff that we keep the kids away from. This laptop is for chicken recipes should I actually decide to get the chickens. This laptop is for different types of omelettes. I discovered 2 days ago that you can recolor and resize the name of things and in turn also make completely custom alerts. Wait, there's HTML coding involving? No. What? Is there markup? Actually, I'd never even thought about whether there might be markup on this. So, concrete slabs is a low supply concrete slab. Here's a battle. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we ain't going to win this one. Actually, we got off to a good start. We might. RNG's going in our favour. Come on, guys. Yes, okay, I think we've got this. Yes, putting coloured codes in the name and the size too. I completely did not. See, there you go. There's something I did not know. Actually, I don't even know what I want to set it as. There you go. You what? Cannot store all vegetables. Hard to harvest. They just need that kind of resetting. Hang on. Turn it off. Turn it back on. You what? There we go. But it's not telling me that what he's slow on. That kind of stands out. Let's be honest. Hang on. Bloody concrete. Toggle on. There we go. There we go. We've got our custom alert. It's a power storm. Yeah, because I set size 0 so it deletes the rest of the notification. No, that's fair. To be fair, I like that. I like that. That kind of stands out way better. Location explored. We've discovered a coal mine. I still need to discover the bloody soybeans. Just saying. Are we still refueling up? Oh no, it's auto repairing. Repair. So how are we looking over here? Right, fuel is decent. I think. For now, I'm not going to upgrade the oil rig yet. I'm going to wait until we get our first alert on this. Fuel stations out of fuel. How? All modules empty. Any module empty should be sending a train over. It didn't unload the bloody train. Why didn't it unload the bloody train? It unloaded the bloody train before, but it's not unloading the bloody train now. Okay, but it's unloaded. Why didn't it do it before? There must have been a reason why he didn't do that before, but I'm so are we saying we definitely want to widen these turns? Like that one, I might just put straight across. Because I mean, that's a good reason. I'm going to go with the construction freeze. It's just eating up the resources like crazy at the moment. Bread-wise, we're decent. Right, vegetables. That's what I was looking at before. Totally not distracted. Right, so vegetables can be thrown in an anaerobic digester. To give us some fuel gas and some compost. But realistically, what am I going to do with that fuel gas? Just give us a very tiny amount. We need it. We need backup reserves on this. Oh, we are starting to get close to tapping power. No, I don't want it there. Evaporation ponds. Oil. Haven't unlocked. I mean, yes, I could just decompose it, get that fuel gas, get the tiniest bit of diesel and water back. Is it really worth it? Because that is using up 12 workers with a 5.1 maintenance. and a fair amount of power consumption. Personally, I don't think it is. These flares actually, yeah, they have a worker. I think it's just let them rot. Like, just let it constantly complain that it can't be done. And yeah. Increase. No, I've already got it up. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Actually, no. We take that off because we still need to upgrade. Make sure we've got enough to upgrade the rig. I'm too short, one short. Now got enough to switch the other lab on. How many people do I need to get this going? The problem we've got, if I throw another row in, without adding another boiler, we risk a potential shutdown situation of not enough steam being produced for the diesel. Actually, it should be fine. Thinking about it, it should be fine. Because we're producing... what, 60 when under strain, 24 under strain. I mean, the 60 light alone is enough, so. So 2, 4, none on them. So yeah, it's just resources then. Do I put it next to it? Do I wait until I've got water recovery? How far? It's I need research 2s before I can do the low thermal, low pressure. I know. I think by the time I get round to that, I'll be looking at having this somewhat vastly different location. I'll throw that there. Can I just have that go over? I can have that go over. That will need to upgrade though, because obviously we're now pushing more than 60 steam through. I don't actually have an out priority. Realistically, I shouldn't need an out priority. I will Unity build this since I've now got much excess of Unity. And then, so we're going to drop that to 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are on auto balance. That can be taken off auto balance. That can just keep going now. In fact, I'm going to keep this row. It's going to be permanently going. This row is auto balanced. Good night, Ben. Have a good one, mate. Yeah, because for the most part, we're now hitting a point where 3 turbines are practically going all the time, and then this is occasionally spinning up. So even though we are kind of wasting a bit with this because it's not really being used, if there's a sudden spike, basically we've already got momentum to just kick this in immediately. Got a lot of idling going on. That's a good thing, to be honest. Right, so the terraforming crew. Still got plenty of room there. So I'm thinking... Since we are needing to start basically making glass, if I move the terraforming crew over to here, we start flattening this and then start digging into the beach. So then we've got sand. We are going to end up with a huge surplus, though. The only thing I don't like about these ore sorting is, like, the resources. Or at least the manpower. I'll just have automatic filters, darn it. Alright, so I'm going to drop that. Put that. Wish we could, like, change the order, but... Alas, doesn't look like we can. I don't care if these fill up, if I'm honest, at the moment anyway. But I am going to have an outbound. So initially, we are going to... there's a little bit underground here, isn't there? Right, so if we do that, that won't be touching the sand initially. We now move that to here. I'm debating. I think. Well, actually, no. Quick interjection. Before we do that, I want the rest of this trash picked up. What's there? If we can just quickly get the rest of that trash picked up and burnt. Right, so we've got a train heading back there again. Just quickly watch what's going on. Yeah, so I can definitely see where people are like were saying before. These turns are way too tight. Like, I'm losing half my speed. And then when you're taking acceleration back in, you know, I'm losing a lot of time. Because I would imagine that it would take the weight of this into acceleration. You would think, anyway. Okay, it didn't even go there. Why? But if I do it manually, it goes. But for some reason, it will not go there automatically. Also like how quick it unloads. It's very fast. Cannot merge station groups. So do I need to put this on the other side? Do we think? Is that, or we have to make sure there's a turnaround point? But the way I've got it, because it's just an A to B, it's worth a try. I think that's going to be the easiest potential fix, if that is indeed the problem. Dee-dee. You need to add an empty. You need to add empty on the train list. I mean, it should already have been, unless I've yeah, unload. Add. Get rid of. Yeah, unload. And these are set to unload. Unless there's something else I'm missing. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I haven't set it to hold off, so it should be coming back as soon as it's filled up anyway. I mean, obviously, once we start using multiple trains and multiple waypoints and stations, it will be more of a loop. So there will be chances for them to swap around and things, turn around. Does it work? There we go. We answered the question. So yes. So basically the station needs to be on the side of the modules in relation to the wagons and the locomotive when it's automatic. But when it's manual, we do that. We'll see whether that changes anything. But when it's manual, then it doesn't matter. We'll just do it. Right, so that's now empty, so that can go. Right, so we are seeing a hell of an issue. With so much speed getting lost on these bends. So if we are... Right, is that lining up perfect? It is actually lining up perfect. Okay, cool. My station set up like you had before you switched ends. Okay. So I can do that now. Right, so if we look here, we're going to need to move this crossing there. In fact, I might need to do a diagonal. We need diagonal crossings, just saying. Oops. So what is the absolute tightest angle we can get with this 30 degree? Alright, it's like that. I really love the music to this game. So chill. Sup, Silent Storm. Yeah, trains. Trains! Right. Right, that should cover. Give you a bit of extra room. Maybe. No, I think that should be... Actually, no. I need it on this one as well. So if I do that instead, that should definitely cover it. You don't have those yet. Well, you need to get those because those are cool. Like, really cool. Come on, we want all the waste. And then I can just dump dirt on here. Like, the whole thing. This is just me being picky, by the way. Like, I could easily just cover it over and not care. But, oh well. What map? The new one. Dragon Tail Oil. Doo-doo-doo. So I got more crude oil coming through. Actually, I'll get that. Yeah, he's 20. There we go. We've got an exact number. Can't find a setting now. Oh, did you know you can set train color to carry what is cut? Yes. Pretty sure I did see something actually. I'm pretty sure I saw something about it. Add station. When enabled, only trains with low fuel is allowed here. So, okay, so that's a good way of making like a mid-stop then for just refueling. Like, to be honest, just having this at strategic locations makes sense to me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes when we start looking going further afield. I do want to be able to move things via cargo ship around the island. I think that would be pretty darn cool. And then just, you know, because of how much I love Transport Fever, at some point we need aircraft. I think that might be a bit too much. Start getting planes in. Cargo planes. Cargo planes may be very rich in Transport Fever. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, so the way this is, I need to... We're going to lose that. See, we're learning. So we can do it where we just automatically path, but that looks horrible. I don't like that. Ew. Alright, okay, we're going to have to lose this as well then. I didn't need to go so freaking far back. Never mind. It's done. We need the diagonal one. Just saying. Interesting. It's sort of the resources, but then because I split it while it was halfway through building, it decided to do that. Fair enough. Turn 295s into 245s. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's fine. It works. I survived the dreaded oops, I forgot about oil despite the quest nagging me, and then no maintenance, no iron, and all the iron getting eaten by not enough maintenance death loop. Oh, that sounds so much fun. And you just love it when it happens. Train. Now quicker. Now I'm gonna be faster except for these two. Oh no. Of course I've already done that. So I've done the whole thing. That means it should now be absolutely like twice as quick overall. Since there's now much less acceleration required. Do we get better trains? Or because this is the first iteration, this is all we've got at the moment, isn't it? Why did it come to slow down? You had right of way. Do you need to slow down? Why is it slowing down at the crossings? That should slow right down because I haven't fixed that yet. So the crossings have a max, a lower max speed then. But yeah, so this is, we only need to do this and then that's it. We can do practically top speed across the entire route. So there we go. We've got a train. We've got a train. We've got a choo-choo. Because, you know, I'm a big child at heart. Thomas. There we go. It's the wrong colour, but... Fortunately, the colours... Can we set... Can we, like, change the actual, just the train colour? That's what I want to do. I'm going to have it blue. At some point, someone's got to mod in, like, the Thomas the Tank Engine models. Right. But anyway. Yes. I had noticed that we were about to get an alert for diesel. So, what is the holdup? What's the cause? Is it... It's just because we had a little bit of a spike. It's just got to catch back up. I think that might have been it, actually. Colour setting train list at the top right. You can actually set this for the whole thing as well. Ah, interesting. I thought this was just the line colour. Trains. Bring to view. Do that. It's like nothing in here. I mean, unless I'm being completely blind, I can only set how to set the line colour, which is this bit. I'm not seeing... anything else? Click on the train directly. No. So if it's there, I'm missing it. Well, it actually tracks how much distance it's travelled in total. That's cool. That's this statistician in me very happy and excited. Right, okay. Anyway. My freaking, I don't know, whatever the hell's going on, my hand started to kick in. And that's going to be it for tonight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I actually went longer than I thought I'd be able to, so I'm quite happy with that. Wasn't expecting to go the full length, but I have. This is brilliant. It's amazing. So, oh, Silver, thank you for the 200 bits. Much appreciated. Taking that top spot back off of Geek. So we'll carry on with more of this tomorrow. We're not... Okay, cool, we've got a train. Like I said we'd do trains. But at this point in time, we're not in desperate need of using the trains. So we might mess about with it more. Just for... the fun of it, just out of curiosity. But I just want to try this. It can actually go over water. It can go over water. Can it go over water? Can it go over water? No. No? Nah, man. I want it to go over water. I want bridges. Devs, why you disappoint me? You can't give us tunnels for engine reasons. Which, you know, to be fair, I can understand that. But I want bridges. Trains is infrastructure I feel like you want to roll out before you need it. This is very true. This is why I was looking if we could go over water so we could go to this little island here and start mining it out. But alas, I'm excited to see where they take the trains and that, because obviously at the moment you're still limited to where trucks can get to. So it would be cool if there was, you could build a type of train that can act as a like a supply thing. So you can like build up a, you know, have a train bridge go over to, like I said, this island here, without having to build a land bridge. So you can mine all this out. But you'd need to be able to get certain resources over so you can build stuff, because obviously unless they've changed it again, you can't unity build that. So you need to be able to like get excavators and trucks and things like I think that would be cool. Hopefully that's something that's in the roadworks, in the roadmap or something, where you can do that. Have a car wagon, an excavator wagon. You can drop off at a station that allows it to operate similar to a vehicle hub. How cool would that be? Like, you don't have to flatten everything. Just get the train out there. You know, it would have to strongly rely on Unity, though. Let's be honest. Anyway, should we go raid someone? I think we should. Let's do it. Who's on? Who's on? Nobody. Really? People kind of gotten bored of this already. Twitch, can you stop telling me about collaborating with people? I'm not going to... Shared hype trains here. What the fuck? What? This is Twitch just thinking of more ways to get money off people. And then give me like 30% of it. If a hype train is part of a shared... Oh, that's collab. No, I don't stream with other streamers like that. Didn't start trains until I started second coal mine. To be fair, I've already done this because I want trains. That's literally it. I'm the highest English streamer. I don't know. There's only a few other people on. I don't know any of them. I don't know. That's an AFK stream at the moment. That's... But no. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Off to you, there we go! Right. Disappointed to learn that you can't actually Unity build the oil extraction thing is no more. Yes, blame JD. That and water pumps and the vehicle construction thingy-majigs. Blame JD. This is JD's fault. This is every time it gets brought up, we blame JD. So, just realised, what happened to the stream? No one said anything. Boo. I'm not going to lie, guys. None of these people are kind of filling me with much joy. Yeah, all right. We're not going to raid anyone. Sorry, guys. If you want to go and pick one, by all means, there's a few people. But honestly, I've just been listening in the background to some of these streams, and I'm like, I don't. I mean, one of them's going on about Trump at the moment, so, and something about banning gay marriage, but I didn't listen long enough to know which side of the aisle this person's on. So, yeah, I'm not going to drop my viewers straight into a political chat. We keep that here, thank you. If you want political chat, you stay with me the whole stream, or you go to just chatting. Right, Sarge. You don't even stream, trolls. I will see you all tomorrow. More of this. We'll see if we can get some more trains in somehow. Because honestly, it's a new feature. It's exciting. No, I don't want an advert. Thank you, Twitch. Honestly. Right. Anyway, much love to all of you. Ciao.